Hi guys, so if you did not know, I've actually been clinically obsessed with Danganronpa for the past month. Like it's actually all I've been thinking about. So I'm genuinely so excited to be here today because I need to talk about this with somebody. I think about it all the time and I just need to rank the people in Danganronpa 1 Trigger Happy Havoc because it's consuming me. I'm in the middle of Danganronpa 2, but like the first one is still in my mind, okay? So I need to do this, okay? This is for my mental health. Trust me. And I don't want to waste any time, so I'm gonna just get into it because guys, I have many thoughts. I have many thoughts. This is actually taking over my life big time. But also I want to mention that this video obviously has spoilers for Danganronpa 3 Happy Havoc, but it has no spoilers for the second game and the third game because I've never played the third game. I'm only halfway through the second game and I'm not going to mention anything about the second game because trust, my thoughts on the second game is so much more severe that there's going to be a whole separate video about that when I finish the second game because the second game is ruining my life. I'm not joking, but I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want to spoil anything if nobody's experienced the second game yet, but I have more than enough to talk about in this first game. So as usual, I'm going to show you the categories first because I make custom categories, guys. This is my hobby. I'm sure you can tell this is my hobby. At the top is change my life. This is for the characters that they did change my life. They really did change my life. I think about them all the time. They mean the world to me. This one is family, where it's like, do I think about you all the time? No. Did you change my life? No, but that's family. That's family. I care about them like they are my family. Usually, this middle tier, if you've seen any of my other ranking videos, because I do it so often now, I'm so sorry. This is usually the girl who gaff category for people I don't care about. But my opinions on these bitches are so strong. I feel so strongly about every single one of them that there is no girl who gaff category because I do gaff. This is we could have had it all for characters that, and this is a really important category. This is for characters that I felt a real, I felt real passion for them, but then they did something that pissed me off so bad that they have to go and we could have had it all. This is a necessary category, perhaps the most necessary category. Then we have stupid, 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 stupid. For I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. But do I think you need to suffer? No. But I don't like you. There's something you did that I do not fuck with. Literally just die. This sounds casual. I need you to understand that my feelings on the people in this category is not casual in the slightest. It is so far from, because okay, I need to explain something here, guys, because you need to understand where I'm coming from here. I took this shit so seriously when I was going through it, okay? And I say in all my videos, guys, I'm so easily emotional, whatever. I'm not exaggerating. I do not view these people as if it was a game. In my head, I was there. In my head, I was in that room. Not as Makoto, as me. I was there. The shit is serious to me. It really is. And like when you go to some of these rankings, I'm sure you're gonna see it now. You know, the characters that people I know, but they're just like so iconic, they're legendary. If you piss me off, this is personal. I don't care if you're a fan favorite. I don't care if people fuck with you. I hate you. And I get so serious about this shit, like, because I need you to understand I don't like death, okay? Danganronpa is not the game I should have liked. And when the death started happening, I was actually upset. And I know it's Trigger Happy Havoc. Zaka, did you expect everybody to live? Yeah. Yeah, I did, because I'm a dumb bitch, but that doesn't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. I took this shit seriously, and when people crossed the boundary, I was actually mad, and you're gonna see it now. So don't be, well, if you have conflicting opinions, you are welcome to let me know. But just know, I was genuinely upset throughout this whole thing. And I'm not lenient. I'm not a lenient person, especially when it comes to this shit. Because when I tell you, my entire past month has just been Danganronpa. I was writing exams. I must be failing exams just because all I want to do is think about Danganronpa. That's not the joke. I'm in way too deep. I still am in way too deep. But I wanted to do the first game first before I finish the second game so that all of my thoughts can be contained here. You know what I mean? I want to act like I only know this. Which is kind of true. The second game, I'm lost, I'm confused. Not the point though. We're doing this now. Because I feel so strongly about so many people, I'm gonna just start randomly because I promise you, I have enough to say about all of these bitches, and I'm not joking. But it's only fair to start off with the first victim, Sayaka Maizono. And I'm not joking either. She goes into stupid. And I'm gonna explain why. I know she's a fan favorite. I don't care. This trifling asshole, I'm not joking. I was upset. Now, do I kind of want to give her leniency and put her in we could have had it all? Because when I watched the anime, this is the side thing. I went through the games, right? And then my sister apparently had a Danganronpa phase years ago. She made me watch the show. Can I just say, the show is so good, but the show does not. I think the show is only good because I know what happens in the games. Like, the show doesn't let you connect enough to characters to the point you feel bad. Do you know what I mean? The game is the only reason I was really upset watching the show, because it's like, I know these people. You know, once again, like I said at the start, I was in that room. I was at Hope's Peak. That's how connected I am to the shit, you know? But the show was so good. And why am I talking about the show when I'm on Sayaka? Sayaka's voice actor in the show, I'm 99% sure. I don't want to Google it in case I'm wrong, and then I'm going to feel so stupid. But I think the person who voices Sayaka in the English dub is the same dub actress that voices Hikari Hanazono from Special A. And I fucking love Special A, and I love Hikari. And now anytime I see Sayaka, I just think, oh my god, that's my little Hikari. And I want to save her. But I'm not gonna let that influence me. This trifling ass bitch, let me tell you why. And the thing is, I'm allowed to judge, okay? Because these bitches, while they don't know it at the start of the game, I'm basically the same age as most of them, besides Yasuhiro. Because they think they're like 16, 17. No. By the time we see them, they're 19, 20, all of that, 18, 19, 20. That's my age. So I can put myself in their shoes, and I can be upset about shit like this, okay? Sayaka, listen. I don't think, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, I don't think anybody was ready to kill by the time she was killing. Do you know what I mean? And to me, she just felt selfish. Because let me explain. I know I'm holding her to an unfair standard. I know I am. But the thing is, nobody else was going to kill. Okay? Everybody was still figuring things out. Everybody was trying to see, is there a way we can escape? Now, to be fair to Sayaka, if Sayaka did not kill, would the killing not happen? Probably not. Somebody would have killed eventually. But do I hold a grudge against her for starting the killing thing? Yes, and it's the way she did it too. Because the thing is, she was upset because her dreams was getting crushed. This pissed me the fuck off because Makoto saw his family presumably dead. But you can't get on stage again? Oh, but I worked so hard for my dreams. Do you think none of these bitches worked hard for their dreams? Why are your dreams more important than the lives of all of these other people? Are we serious, Sayaka? Why is your career more important than everybody else's? That's sick and twisted. And then you use Makoto's trust, and I will get to Makoto because Makoto can be a dumb bitch sometimes. I'm gonna get to Makoto, but the thing is, Sayaka, like, this is unnecessary because also she tries to kill Leon, right? Leon was a baseball player, but he wanted to be a musician. He had his own dreams that he had never achieved, and he was trying to work towards. You already achieved your dreams. Why? I'm screaming so loud. I'm so sorry. But Sayaka, everybody had dreams too, bitch. Why is your dreams more important than everybody else's? And you know what? Let me give her a break. Because, like I said, we all around the same age, me and this lot. If I was in said situation and it was like high pressure, I don't know what I would have done. Okay, to be fair to her, I don't know what I would have done. But am I being delusional by saying maybe the killings wouldn't have happened if they didn't start? Yes, I am being delusional, but this is the route I want to think. And I know I started off strong by putting Sayaka, a fan favorite, in stupid. But you pissed me the fuck off. You did piss me the fuck off. Okay? Next up, not to go in order or anything. And I know now when I put this next person down, it's gonna seem like, oh, I just hate women. I obviously don't hate women. If you watch any of my videos, you know that. Leon think we could have had it all. Now let me explain why. Leon did kill Sayaka. But I'm irritated about this too because, okay, number one, I just have a general question. I want to Google a lot of stuff about this game, but I've already gotten so many spoilers for future games. I'm like scared to even say the word Danganronpa around my phone. Just now, I keep on getting ads and reels and stuff, and I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Do you know how many spoilers I have for Danganronpa 2 and I'm not even finished with it? I'm reaching a point. But why is Leon like such a big deal? Like, fans love Leon. For somebody who's in the game, same with Sayaka. For people who are in the game for like 20 minutes, it's not 20 minutes, but they weren't even in the game like that for that long, but people, I would die for Leon. And it's like, I don't know if I just missed something, but okay, fine. If you like Leon Kuwata, love your truth. Leon, when I was watching the trial, I was getting irritated at everybody who was acting like, well, after Sayaka locked herself in the bathroom, you made the conscious decision to go back to your room and go and kill her, to get tools to go and kill her. So it clearly wasn't in self-defense. What? I don't agree with that. Because, not that I've ever been in this situation, God forbid. If somebody, and keep in mind, death game. We are in a death game and nobody has died yet. This homegirl, who everybody thinks is so nice, she invites me over. I go over there to see what's going on, Sayaka. She pulls a knife on me. I fight her off because I'm terrified. She locks herself in the room. You at that point are going to be filled with so much adrenaline, I think. You're going to, obviously, I just feel like it's unfair to expect Leon, who almost got killed, to just go back to his room and just get cozy on his blankets and go back to sleep. That's so unrealistic, because also, if Leon goes back to sleep, he wakes up the next morning, he go tell everybody, Sayaka tried to kill me. Nobody the fuck is gonna believe Leon, right? And also, Leon's then gonna be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life, because and Sayaka isn't stupid. If Leon did go back, she was just gonna find another way to kill him so that nobody else will know that she tried to kill Leon. Do you know what I mean? In my head, Leon's only option was to kill Sayaka, because the thing is, the other option is to just run out screaming. All of the rooms are soundproof. Nobody's gonna hear that shit, and then people are gonna suspect Leon of catching on shit. No. I think if I was in Leon's place, I would have killed Sayaka too. And I felt so bad when he actually got executed. Not that I wanted everybody else to die, obviously not that. But can I just say, I'm scared of blood in real life. I'm scared of gore. And you know what? I will talk more about the executions eventually. But Leon's one was genuinely painful to watch. I don't know if it's because it was the first one, but that made me feel sick. Because also, he didn't even like baseball, and he was like, that's how he died? Like, God, no. But Leon, I don't think deserved the fate he got. Sayaka's still a trifling asshole. I'm sorry. She just, why though? Like, why are your dreams more important than everybody else's dreams? More important than Leon's? More important than everybody's? Don't piss me off, okay? Because I feel bad for putting a man above a woman. That's to a woman I like. Kyoko Kirigiri, I would put her in Change My Life, but I'm putting her in Family, and let me tell you why. Kyoko, she couldn't change my life because she's not boring, but there's nothing much to her that I'm like, I love Kyoko. Do you know what I mean? But I do love Kyoko. I just like Kyoko a lot, okay? I think she would have been in Change My Life if she didn't pull that shit with Makoto like halfway through the game. You know, when Makoto found out about Sakura being the inside rat or whatever, and he didn't tell Kyoko, don't tell nobody nothing. She literally don't tell nobody nothing. And then when Makoto was like, oh, I think I just want to find out about the stuff on my own, and she was like, oh, so we're not friends, Makoto. That's like, Kyoko, stand up. Because the thing is, she apologizes eventually, and I don't think she meant it. I think it's very obvious to everybody that Kyoko really likes Makoto. Am I a shipper? Yes. If you've seen any of my videos, I'm a hardcore shipper. I know there's a ship name between Makoto and Kyoko. but I'm scared to Google anything because I've been getting spoilers everywhere. So I don't want to Google anything because I'm scared. But whatever that ship is, I'm a hardcore believer of that. I'm a hardcore believer of that because I wanted it to happen so bad and it never actually happened. And I was really sad about it. But I like Kyoko a lot. If she didn't pull that shit about, I thought we were friends, Makoto, and it's like we are friends. But I just want to say I miss Kyoko a lot. I miss Kyoko a lot in the second game. I feel lost without her. I need her around at all times just to explain what's happening because I feel like when she's not around, I don't know what's happening. And I just miss her. She is very important to me. And I'm so sad that she lived like her whole life in the first game thinking that like her father abandoned her when she actually really did have a closer relationship with her father. And like that makes me so sad because her father carried pictures of her in his office and I think they were probably like close and it just makes me sad. That just makes me really sad. But that's not what made me the saddest. When we get to my emotional destruction in these games, oh, I'm gonna start losing it, guys. I'm gonna start losing it, and that's not the joke. I'm genuinely confused as to what order to do this in because I have so much to say that like I don't want to like intermingle stuff, but all of these characters combine with each other in a way. So I'm gonna just follow me, okay? If it gets a bit messy, please just understand. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm really overwhelmed. So next up, you know what? Let's do a flop. Hifumi Yamada? No. And you know what? I noticed even in the second Danganronpa game, they always like make the ugly people evil, and I don't think that's fair. You know, let some ugly people just be good people. But Hifumi is not one of them. And I put him in literally just die because he committed serious crimes against me personally and just everybody. Stop talking about women like that. The fuck? What is wrong with you? Number 2, the the biggest crime of all time in my eyes. Killing Taka? Oh. Ooh. I feel genuine rage. Towards that man. I'm getting upset right now. Genuinely upset thinking about it. I can see Taka with the blood on his head. And then framing Hiro. Well, okay. No, yeah, he did try to frame Hiro. No. Also, falling in love with the character AI bot of Chihiro. Leave her alone. Well, you know what? Wait, this is a good time to say. I think I'm gonna use he, him pronouns for Chihiro. I once again would like to Google this, but I'm scared. But I'm pretty sure from the context that I got in the game, I'm pretty sure Chihiro wanted to be perceived as a man, but chose to like portray himself as a woman because he was scared of getting bullied. But by like midway through the game, like right before he died, he wanted people to see him as a man to like, you know, that's the vibe that I got because he never once said that he dressed like a woman because he wanted to be a woman. He was just scared of getting bullied and he just wanted to be perceived as strong eventually. But he never once said, no, I want to be a woman. So I will be, you know, and I'll get to Chihiro. But falling in love with the character AI bot of Chihiro, Hifumi Yamada. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's so weird, dude. No, I'm only in love with the 2D. Shut up. The way that, like, he has never once contributed anything good to this game. No useful information, no nothing. He's just a nonsense person. Fuck you, Hifumi. Now, I want to say, he is in the literally just die category, but I do not feel as strongly about him as I do some of these others. Some of these others, things are about to get dicey, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna do, just so you know where I stand on this game. People love Monokuma. I'm not people. Monokuma, aesthetically, cool. Okay? Cool guy. I can appreciate the choices. This bitch, because this is what I was trying to say at the start. I took this shit seriously. I don't see this, oh, this is crazy, this is wild. This is sick. Okay? What happened here was sick. And I don't want any glorification about what happened here. Because once again, I'm talking about this as if I was here. And to me, I was there. Maybe I should go there. You guys know shifting. I should learn how to shift. To get here, just to fucking slap the shit out of Monokuma. Well, not Monokuma. I wouldn't slap Junko. I'm like scared of her. Well, I'm slapping her Fumi. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna shift. Somebody send me a shifting tutorial. Because I'm gonna shift into Hope Speak and I'm gonna sort this shit out myself. I'm not joking. Not joking. But anyway, Monokuma, he's just sick. He's just sick. Because also, not only this killing thing, this sucks. Okay, number one, the killing thing sucks. Number two, remember when he was making those like gross comments about how the boys should sneak into the hot springs to watch the girls change or some shit? No. And he's always making weird ass creepy comments about everybody. And I don't fuck with that. I don't like you, Monokuma. I don't want to talk about the second game. Because I have not even finished the second game, so if I say anything, I could just be talking out of my ass. But I'm an Usami fan. I'm a big Usami fan. Watch how Usami turns out to be the most evil, like, fucking bitch in the world, and I'm just like, I love Usami. I did not finish the second game. I don't know anything, okay? I just like Usami, and I think Usami should have bodied this bitch a long time ago. I don't like Monokuma at all. I do. But I kind of do want the Monokuma teddy bear. I think it would be cute, and I love Danganronpa. I don't think I've made that clear. I'm talking so much shit. I love this game, okay? There's a reason I've been thinking about it nonstop. I'm having a good time, okay? I know it might not seem like it because I'm getting so upset, but I do like this. I'm a big fan of Danganronpa, even though Monokuma, Let's talk about main man for a second. Let's talk about main man, Big Mac, Makoto Naegi. Makoto is one of the dumbest bitches I've ever seen. But that's family. And I explained it to my sister. I was like, you know what? Makoto to me is my nephew. Sometimes when I look at Makoto, I'm just like, wow, that's a nephew. Like, even when I hear his voice, I'm like, that's family. Like, I feel comforted in a way, even though I know this bitch knows nothing. And I'm glad that I did him right after Kyoko, because now that they're together, and it's just like, we need Makoto to have Kyoko at all times, because the bitch don't know what's going on without her. He really doesn't. Makoto's so, he's a terrible main character. That's one thing I'll say. Makoto is a terrible main character, but if he was a side character, I'm sure people love him more. People drag on Makoto like it's nobody's business, and I don't think that's fair. I like Makoto. He's sweet. He really cared about everybody, okay? He really did care about everybody. And I'm gonna get to this in a second, but Makoto sometimes be saying the dumbest shit ever. He really, like, he'll look at the table and be like, oh, a table. And there'll be a dead body right in front of the table, and he's just like, oh, a bookshelf. And I know that's like because you clicked on the bookshelf, but it's like, damn, like, do you not have any better dialogue options? Like, are we serious right now, Makoto? Like, there's a dead body there. You do know there's a dead body there. But Makoto will be like, oh, a camera. Like the camera in every room. Yes, Makoto. Are you gonna do something? Makoto, he does not. And once again, I'm not gonna talk about the second game. But Hajime would have moved the fuck out of Makoto. That's all I'm saying. Because Hajime, he did not play about nothing. Makoto was always playing for some reason. He was always playing. Makoto, I will say, Makoto should have handled that Sayaka shit completely differently. I was canning myself a little. Because the thing is, okay, POV. Makoto's in his room. He's in love with Sayaka for some reason. Well, she's a pop star, like, I get it. Like, trust me, I get it. That's Hikari Anazono's voice actor. Let's not talk shit right now. But he's in his room. Makoto's in his room. Sayaka knocks on his door and he's like, Makoto, I'm scared. It's dangerous out there. You know what Makoto should have said? Sayaka, our rooms have locks. Nobody's gonna get you if you don't let them in. Go home. Makoto should have closed his door, got back into bed. Sayaka was playing this man like a fiddle, and Makoto gave in for everything. If you are scared, why would you not, like, asked to share a room with one of the girls. Do you know what I mean? Or like Makoto should have just been like, nothing is gonna happen, because truthfully, nothing could happen unless you let somebody in. We know this for a fact. Makoto also knew this for a fact. Switching rooms does not change nothing. But Makoto was like, of course, Sayaka, I'll help you. And then when we found out Sayaka was gonna frame him, he's like, no, not Sayaka. You mean Sayaka tried to frame me? And Kyoko was like, yes. Cause duh, obviously she tried to frame. Makoto. But Makoto's still in family, cause that's my brew. Okay, do you know how? I ride hard for this man. I really do, because he throughout the game, he was a good friend. He cared about all of these bitches, even the ones he should not have cared about. He cared about all of them, and that's why he's my ultimate hope. That's my ultimate hope. That's my brew. Okay, I don't want to hear nothing on Makoto, except for the fact that he's dumb, because that is one thing he is. But that is the man. Okay, now let me get to some heavy hitters, because now we're getting dicey. We're gonna get dicey now in a second. So let me just run through some of these quickly. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, known as Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. Now you see, if I had a girl who gave category, she would have gone in there. Okay? I don't have one. But you know what? I'm gonna put it stupid. Not because I hate it, but like, what else do we know about Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student known as Ultimate Despair? Watch out for her. We don't know much about her. We literally barely see her. And you know what? I hate her for being a part of the Ultimate Despair situation, because we'll get to how much I hated that shit very soon. And I just don't fuck with that. But I'm gonna put her above literally just die. Because shame, man, her sister killed her. Her sister killed her not by mistake, but because her sister was like sick and tired. That's mean. And I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry you had to go through that. So because of that, you get stupid. My bad. But I do want to say, I knew that bitch. I knew Junko at the start of the game could not have been the real Junko. Let me tell you why. Luckily, I was not spoiled of this like initially, but like halfway through the game, I did get the spoiler, and I was like, oh fuck. But I didn't know it was like Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student known as Ultimate Despair. Watch out for her. I did not know that. I just thought from the start of the game, when Junko showed up and then they showed her like the magazine covers, I turned to my sister and I was like, that don't even look like her. Like, damn, that's crazy. Like, why is she smiling like that? I'm kind of scared. And then she was like, oh no, it's just the Photoshop. And I was like, I don't know. Because then I also knew Junko was like one of the most famous characters ever. And I was like, why would a really famous character die at the start like that? But then again, Leon is a really famous too. And he kind of did die at the start. So I don't know. But I knew something was going on there. But I did not think Junko was behind the whole thing. But Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student known as Ultimate Despair, watch out for her. I guess she's stuck in stupid, but I would kind of put it in, I don't really care about you, but I do feel bad that your sister killed you, but also you fucking suck too, and I don't like you. I don't know which route to take now, because looking at the people left over, this can take me into two very different scenarios that both changed my life. So I'm gonna just go for a different thing right now. Toko Freaky Fukawa. Dog. Now, okay. Toko has stands, and do I understand Toko's stands? Yes, I do. But this bitch is irritating. I have problems with that woman. I do have problems with that woman, because why are you such a bitch? Because when you see which characters are my favorite, you will know why Toko's there. Because she is a nasty woman. That one is just plain nasty. She's just nasty, okay? And I don't like that. She's just mean. She's insecure and she's mean. And she's not even funny either, because there's somebody else that's funny, but Miss Moreau's not funny. You are just weird. You smell bad. Go take a shower. She be talking. I'm pretty sure I heard that bitch making comments about Yasuhiro, talking about like how like while you whatever. Bitch, you the one that doesn't shower. Go take a shower, please. Toko, and also she's just gross in general. And I know I said, guys, I don't like death. I'm taking this shit seriously. Blah blah. Genocide Jack. Yes. That's my goat. Now, why is Toko down there and somebody like Mukuro's down there, but Genocide Jack is on top? I don't know. This goes against all of my models, but there's something about that one. She's crazy. She's kind of funny. I don't like the way she talk about Hina. That's one thing. But I have to put up there. There's something about her. She really makes me laugh. And she brings a lot of questions to my head because we see a picture of Hope's Peak before this whole despair bullshit happened. Where Toko is there, but she's Genocide Jack. And she's sitting behind Byakuya with her tongue out. And that begs the question, was Toko invited to Hope's Peak for being the ultimate literary genius? Or was she invited to Hope's Peak for being the ultimate serial killer? Because that's confusing. Is it maybe both? Because clearly she was both Toko and Genocide Jack back in Hope's Peak as well, and everybody was aware that she was doing this shit. You know what I mean? But how did they handle that in a school situation? How did they really what was the Toko, put your tongue back in your... Do you know what I mean? What was the... And maybe there's an answer for this if I Google it, but I can't Google it, guys. I'm fighting myself to not Google everything about these bitches right now, because I cannot. But she is there. I'm a big fan of her. And you know what? If I was Genocide Jack, I would have also been into Byakuya, because Byakuya knew way too much about Genocide Jack, and I would also get like the idea, you must like Genocide Jack if you know that much. Do you know what I mean? So I understand. But Toko, that bitch did not fuck with you. Byakuya did not like Toko. But I think there was something with Genocide Jack, eh? I really do. Now, Celestia Ludenberg. Now, I actually always forget she exists. And I know she's also a fan favorite, but let me tell you some bullshit. I liked Celeste. Okay? But then, you guys know what she did. It's the same reason why this man is down here. This bitch? Okay, let me just say. She was rich, right? Her death? No, not her death. Her killings came with the least necessary motive. Okay? There were some bad motives. Hers was money. She had money, and she was like, I already had money, but I wanted to build a castle. People are dying, is the thing, Celeste. Also, I've been calling her George Glass this entire time. Like the Brady Bunch, because she was lying about the name, so it's always, it's George Glass. So to me, this is George Glass, okay? And my issue with Miss George Glass is people are dying, is the thing. It's like, it's just a game, it's not real, people aren't actually dying. This is, once again, very real to me. People are dying, and you're like, no, let's... And keep in mind, we're halfway through this game at this point. You know these bitches now. You've been with these people for a while, trauma bonded, okay? People are friends at this point. There's real friendships going on. And you talking about, but I wanted a castle, so I don't care if everybody else dies, because I wanted a castle. What? And then put it on Yasuhiro, because Yasuhiro is the poorest? Oh my god. And once again, who did she kill? Taka. Well, technically Hifumi killed Taka, but the plan. Also, I almost want to put in literally just die, but this is such a severe category. No, what she did was she go tell Hifumi that Taka assaulted her? Why? Let me tell you why. Because she wanted a castle. Are we for real right now, Celeste? Oh, are we actually for real right now? I'm sick to my stomach. Why would you do that? Is it because I'm a Taka defender? Yes, but you also don't do shit like that. It's like, it's just a game. It's not just a game. People died. I cried. This is real. Okay? George Glass. She pissed me off so bad. Big time pissed me off. that she would let everybody die because she wanted a castle. And then you blame the poorest man around? Sick. You are just sick. Don't look at me. Don't. If I see Celestia Ludenberg in the streets, oh. Also, I just want to say, I'm disappointed in every execution that happened. I know this is a crazy thing to say because I just said I don't like it. Every execution after Mondo was just lackluster to me. And I say that because I know Celeste like had a witchy appearance, so it was like, oh, burning the witch at the stake. The thing is, I thought the executions would have been more tailored to their talent, because that's what we kind of got with Leon and Mondo. I was so excited. Not that I wanted to see a death, but the execution cutscenes are really like cool, guys. Like, I cannot lie, it's really cool and entertaining. I thought Celeste was gonna be like a Russian roulette or something casino themed. I thought we were gonna have a great time, and then they burned at the stake, and I was kind of like, I get it, but like, why? Like, why? I don't know. But Celeste pissed me. Ooh, my heart, my heart is beating in my throat because I'm so upset. And I'm about to get really upset in a second. Talking about getting really upset. Yasuhiro, I made the we could have had it all category specifically with two people in mind, and Leon was not one of them. I was actually not thinking about Leon. Yasuhiro, Hiro. Ooh, I'm reaching levels now. I'm getting emotional now. Hiro. I like. Let me tell you. Start of the game, I liked Yasuhiro. He's cute. What can I say? He's very cute. I liked him. He made me laugh a little. Even when Celeste was outed for having a fake name like George Glass, and they were like, oh, but Yasuhiro. And Hiro's like, my name's like not even Hiro, it's Tano. He just makes me laugh. He makes me giggle. He's weird. He's funny. He's dumb, but not in a way that he doesn't contribute anything, because Hifumi was dumb in a way that they contributing nothing. Hiro, that was a funny guy. If you tell me, first of all, you told me at the start of the game Hiro was going to be one of the people that survived, I'd be like, there's no shot. I was shocked that he survived. Every time as the game went on, I was like, oh, Hiro's done for. I loved Hiro. But he did two things that I cannot forgive. He did two things and you will get to see why. I'm saving it for the end in case I start crying. And I'm not joking. Yasuhiro, first of all, if you call Sakura Ogami an ogre one more time, once again, guys, I'm shifting to Hope Speak. And I'm bringing a gun and I'm shooting Yasuhiro and Toko. And sorry to genocide Jack, but I think she also called Sakura Ogami the ogre. If you bitches open your mouth one more time, I'm gonna actually like lose it, okay? I was getting so angry because he kept on calling her ogre. And then he tried to kill the bitch. Not because she did anything, but he was scared of her just for existing. He wanted to kill her. And he attempted it. Was he the one that killed her ultimately? No, and we'll get to that. But the fuck? Dude, and I defended this man. I really did defend this man. But then he started, when that ogre shit came around, that pissed me the fuck off. And I cannot explain why it made me that angry, but it does. Don't you ever. I'm shifting to Hope Speak. And I'm killing bitches. I'm not joking. I'm gonna calm down. Let's do Byakuya. So I can calm down. I need to calm down. Byakuya Togami. Now let me explain something. I don't like blonde bitches. If you watched my any of like my dating sim videos, you know I don't fuck with blonde bitches. But I must say, like, you know, like Harry Potter people, how they go like before for how they go crazy for Draco Malfoy. I'm not a Harry Potter person, but Byakuya Togami is my Draco Malfoy. I cannot explain why. I feel, but like not in the way that he changed my life. I'm keeping this category on top clean, guys. I'm keeping that clean. But he's family to me. He's genuinely family to me in the way that like, wait, I see it. Do you know what I mean? Like when Toko was like first going crazy, I was like, girl, you need to stand up. But eventually I was like, wait, I see it. But, wait, sorry. Yeah, no. No, I don't know. Let me explain why. I liked that closer to the end, you can see he really cared about these bitches. He wouldn't admit it, but even at the end, he was like, if you guys like even need anything, like just call me. I'm not gonna answer, but like call me. He actually cared about these people. Like these were his actual friends at the point. I don't know where to put him because he also did something really bad. Why are you messing with Chihiro's dead body? What? Why are you doing that? Genuinely? Why are you doing? Oh, because it was boring. Is there something wrong with your head? Is there something wrong with your head? I'm not joking. I'm getting really upset. Is there something wrong with you? Oh, also, why did he put it on Genocide Jack? What was he literally like says he did it because it was like more interesting and it was getting boring. Oh, what is wrong with you? Why? Number one, why do you know so much about Genocide Jack? Number two, fuck you, dude. Genuinely fuck you, dude. Messing with a dead body just to alter it so it becomes more. And Chihiro's death was so traumatizing to me. This just made me that when he was like, oh yeah, like no, that was me. What is wrong with you? That's all I have to say. And that's why you can't be in family. You can't be in family. You simply cannot. As much as like I definitely do like Byakuya. That person I simply cannot put him in family because of that bullshit. That is just bad. That is just bad. Now I might start crying now because now we're getting to gross text, guys. Now we're getting to some bad stuff here. Oh, I'm getting upset. Chihiro changed my life. His death was not a good time for me. Once again, guys, I got too into this. This was very serious and very real to me. I was going through a lot with this shit. And Chihiro, okay. Chihiro just wanted to be stronger, do you know what I mean? And he went to Mondo because also earlier, I hate that they didn't show this in the show. They showed it in the games. But him and Mondo have a relationship already, kind of, because Mondo made him cry at the point, and then Mondo like promised like, no, I'll never cry, like I'll never make you cry again, like I promise, like I'll control my temper and all of that. So Chihiro trusted Mondo. Chihiro decides he doesn't want to be scared anymore. He doesn't want to like hide away and be like seen as a weak person anymore. He wants to get stronger. He goes to the strongest person he knows, who is Mondo, because he thinks Mondo will help me because I trust Mondo. Mondo thinks Chihiro's mocking him. Mondo kills Chihiro. Guys, you need to understand what this was like for me. Because Chihiro's one of my favorite characters. And one of my other favorite characters is Taka. I was having the worst time of my life. When I watched the show afterwards, like after I already knew what was happening, I was sobbing real tears for 20 minutes straight. This isn't a joke. It was streaming. I felt dehydrated afterwards. I get too serious about this shit. I need to stop playing these games. I need to stop watching any of this stuff because it affects me badly. And then Chihiro's AI, ChatGPT, character AI bot, saving Makoto at the end. I know what's Chihiro. That's the GOAT. Changed my life. Not the all. Chihiro's not my favorite of all time characters, but he's up there on that spot for a reason, okay? Because we're gonna get to things that actually ruin my life now. Actually, we're talking about this. Now, we could have had it all was made for Mondo. That's who it was made for. I'm a big Mondo fan. Mondo is very appeasing to me. And the Taka Mondo situation. Okay, now you know what, before I get into this, I do want to say something. Happy Pride Month, number one. Number two, I don't like that whenever there's close female characters or close male characters like friendship, people always assume, oh, they must be gay. And I just don't think that's fair, because I'm a person, I love friendships, I love friends. And I just don't think that's fair, because it's like it almost creates, this is too fucking woke for this video, but I think it devalues the power of friendship in a way, and it like seems like, oh, if they feel that strongly, it cannot be friendship, and I just don't think that's true. Some people love their friends, but I must say, and I'm usually a big defender of that, because people love to like say all that shit. I will say though, Kiyotaka and Mondo, I do think that was a bit gay. Like, I do. But you know what? Let's take it on surface value. Those two are bros, okay? Mondo? I was a Mondo defender. You had to see me when I found out that Mondo killed Chihiro. Because in my mind, I want to put Mondo and change my life. Because before that, he was so nice to everybody. He really tried his best to be nice to everybody. And then he found out that they know that he killed his brother. I'm tearing up. This is a big deal to me, okay? He found out that they know that he killed his brother. So he is already in his head. Chihiro comes to him. He thinks Chihiro is mocking him. He grabs a dumbbell and kills Chihiro. Then, stop. Then, at the trial, Taka doesn't want to believe that Mondo would kill Chihiro. Because let me just say, in the game it was bad. I was crying, like, with the game. But the TV show makes that shit so much worse. The TV show takes that shit to a new level. Because why are you animating Taka begging Monokuma to kill him instead? Oh, I was livid. Yeah, the emotion that you're seeing me show right now is nothing compared to how I was when the shit was going down. Taka crying to Monokuma in the stands to kill him so that Mondo can live, and then Mondo telling Taka to let it go. Stop it right now. That's not cool. So, can you tell I'm too into this right now? Can you tell I need to stop? But Mondo, we could have had it all, Mondo. And Taka! What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I need to calm down. Taka changed my life, obviously. I feel clearly very strongly about Taka. Guys, Taka's my man. I don't want to hear anything about it. But Taka loved Mondo more, okay? Can I just say, the whole side plot that happened right before Taka died, where Taka became Mondo, that shit was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was taken aback and I was confused, because that's some weird, like, Danganronpa isn't even like weird. Like, weird shit, like supernatural weird shit don't be happening like that in Danganronpa, maybe in the later games, but not in this one. So when that happened, I was kind of like, whoa, okay. Do I think it was but unnecessary? Yes. But was it really funny? Yeah. But when he asked the Chihiro bot if the Chihiro bot forgives him for not stopping Mondo, I can't do this. I cannot do this. Okay? That made me really upset. But I love Taka. That's what I wanted to say. And I needed to understand, the way I'm reacting now is nothing compared to Hina and Sakura. When I tell you, the day that I saw that Sakura kills herself, I was crying the entire day. That's not the joke. Sakura, ooh. I need a moment. Sakura Ogami means the world to me. She changed my life. Oof. Number one, the way she died was so ridiculously unfair and heartbreaking, because she died thinking everything. Okay, wait. What am I doing? let's calm down. She died thinking everybody hated her. She killed herself because she didn't want to be a pawn in Monokuma's game anymore. And then, because she knew she was going to kill herself, she made sure to break down that lock or whatever in that room so that she can help her friends, because she knew she wouldn't get punished anyway because she was going to kill herself regardless. She saved her friends, guys. She saved her friends. Okay? This is important. She saved her friends. She is the best person in this whole game. If you want to know who's my favorite character, it's Sakura by far. And let me tell you, I will put picture evidence on the screen of the state I was in when I found out Sakura died. Because there's a picture I sent to my sister of what I looked like when I found out. I'm not joking about my emotions, by the way. This shit took over my life big time. And even worse, also, everybody calling Sakura Oga it genuinely made me mad. It was genuinely upsetting me so bad. And the thing is, Hina is also if you ask me who's my top 2 favorite, it's Sakura and Hina. Aoi Asahina, let me just tell you, that's my goat. That's my goat. Number 1, I love donuts, she loves donuts. Genuinely, Hina is my favorite, period. Well, no, Sakura is, but you get the point. I love Hina so much that I actually think next year for Comic-Con, if I go, I'm gonna dress up as Hina, because that bitch is important to me now. This is serious to me. When she stood there in that class trial and when she stood there in that class trial and told everybody that she killed Sakura just so that they would all die because she felt that bad for failing Sakura, dude. What am I doing? Okay, let's get serious. But I'm serious. I was genuinely upset about this. I clearly am still upset about this. Dude, that was cinema. And she never forgot Sakura till the end. The others, they would stop talking about them after they died. Hina never let them forget what Sakura did for them. Hina is the greatest friend of all time. Let's be serious. I just love Hina so much. I'm glad she survived. Once again, I got spoiled for something in the 3rd game. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that I know this information before the time. But let me just say, I'm happy this woman survived. I kind of knew she would survive. I don't know. Can I just say, the fan service in this game is definitely not as bad as the 2nd game. The 2nd game is just sick. But I hated the way they spoke about Hina. I hate the way that they drew her sometimes. It would piss me off big time, because while the characters are legal age, Hina just seems so much younger. Do you know what I mean? I know that they are legal age. It was just weird. It's just weird. Stop talking about Hina like that. Stop drawing Hina like that. Don't piss me off. Literally don't piss me off. And you know what? Can I just say, these bitches did not piss me off as much as the 2nd game people. But I'm gonna wrap this up now. That's a real bitch who pissed me off. Once again, you just saw me cry. I take this shit seriously. I run a tight ship. You are a demented woman. And, it's okay, that's the point of the game. I'm sorry. Till now, I don't understand what the point of the game was. I don't get it. Because when Junko then come talking about, but after the tragedy, okay, you know what? People are like, no, but it's supposed to be an interpretation, whatever, you're not supposed to know. I don't like interpreting. I don't like vague posting. Tell me exactly what is going on, because I'm confused. You need to tell me exactly what is going on, because I'm confused. What was the ultimate tragedy? What are we talking about? You can't just say that. Tell me what happened step by step. Show me pictures, but with captions. Tell me details. What am I looking at? She's talking about, but we wanted the ultimate despair. Bitch, that's corny. And you know what? I know it's the premise of the whole game. This whole concept is corny. And that's why I ride so hard for Makoto. Because it's like, I would want to be the ultimate hope too. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, Junko, genuinely, what are you talking about? I just like despair. Despair is so good. What are you, Why is nobody like, I understand at that point they were horrified, terrified that they like knew this girl or whatever. But the thing is, why are you people not clowning the fuck out of her? What is she talking about? Oh, but like there's too much hope in the world. What are you talking about, Junko? What are you? Oh, the ultimate tragedy. My issue with this game is that I don't know what the fuck that woman is talking about. I don't like her. I think the whole reason for this killing game was dumb. I think this was dumb. Do I hate the game? No. Clearly, I really enjoyed my time here. Clearly, I did. But if there was a real reason, then maybe I could like get behind it and understand it. But what is the reason? She's being so vague about it, even till her death. I was getting so angry. I wasn't even gagged. I know people love Junko. But once again, you just saw me cry. I take this shit seriously. This was not fun and games to me. This was real. I was distraught. I was upset. I was not happy. But I did have a good time. I like Danganronpa, guys. I really do like Danganronpa. But anyway, this is my completed list. I know this is a controversial list. I know people are gonna disagree. But I don't. You can tell me if you disagree or not. Like, you know what? Let's have fun. Have fun. Tell me if you disagree or not. But this is my list, and I stand by this shit. I clearly feel strongly about it. I don't even think that's a question. Clearly, I feel very strongly about these placements. But I will probably make a video on the second Danganronpa game, because when I tell you I'm obsessed, that is not an understatement. Is that the word? I don't know. My mind is scrambled right now. I feel many things. And can I just say, if these bitches were on Jabberwock Island, I think things would have been a lot better. Because the first game, can I just say, is a lot more horrific than the second game. I would be lambing if I was in the second game. I'd be chilling on that beach. Those bitches in the second game, crazy. Those bitches are crazy. Like, we think Yasuhiro's dumb. We think Yasuhiro's the dumbest bitch here. Yasuhiro would look like a genius with that rock. I'm not joking. But I will get to the second game. I still like the second game though. Make no mistake, when I'm talking shit, if I made a video about it, I probably liked it, okay? But anyway, that's my thoughts on Danganronpa 1. I need to stop thinking about this game now. It's taking over too much of my life. But I'll see you guys next time. I know I'm making a lot of ranking videos. I'm sorry, I'm going through a phase right now. But I'll see you again when I post, because I don't know what I'm gonna post, but I will be posting. But anyway, bye guys.